But
So answering,
yeah, continuing to this point which you said about hot desks, I have seen the reviews of a lot of freelancers who say that, dude, co-working spaces are great. Like we really enjoy the vibe of the place. But the only problem they face is that a lot of co-working owners, they go too much into the aesthetics of the thing. They go too much into the amenities that, we will have a printer, we will have probably a meeting room, a boardroom, etc., etc. And a lot of these freelancers say that, dude, we just need a desk. Like, we don't need your printer, we don't need your coffee machine, we don't need your
correct.
meetings room and all. And all these freelancers generally want every co-working space to have these tiers, as you mentioned, that a separate tier for the corporates, a separate tier for single employees, and a separate
Independent workers.
independent workers, yeah, exactly, and a separate tier for freelancers, because they don't want that the money that they're paying for that one chair also includes the cafe machine, also includes the
Right,
meeting room
right,
and all. And
right,
that's why a
right.
lot of freelancers have been focusing on. So continuing to this segment, in your opinion, so I'll give you a live example. um, if a person starts out like fresh out of college, starting out with freelancing, uh, on an average he would get anywhere around 5 to 7K per month, and that is a very optimistic figure. That is,
Hmm.
but
Yeah,
let's keep this bracket that he will start earning by 5 to 7K per month. According
correct.
to you, with that context, how much should that freelancer be charged for a seat that he's occupying in a co-working space? Like just the seat, he's not using any of the other amenities. He's just using that much physical area, that is the seat, and the Wi-Fi setup for the internet connection. That's it. Like, how much should he be charged for that?
See, for someone like someone you are talking about, there are two things. Either people start with the aim of growing at a rapid pace and first investing in themselves. And when someone comes with that kind of a thought, they would always pay more initially. Of course, they would have saving, they would ask their parents for money or something like that. And say, okay, if I'm going to have my workstation to be a focused one, so maybe initially my earnings are say 7K, whatever you're saying. But
Yeah,
actually, if I have my own milestone graph, then I would want a proper workstation.
yeah,
So okay, so that kind of a person can always opt for a desk. Otherwise, the only reference or comparison that another sector is something like a cafeteria. Okay, you go to a cafeteria because you have to get out of your home. So the
yeah,
only other place that I believe they would go to work from is a cafeteria. So okay, you go to a cafeteria, you have to kind of buy a cup of coffee, right?
yeah,
So a cup of coffee would cost you around say anything between 150 to 300,
yeah,
correct?
yeah,
And you would stay there for maximum 3 hours for one cup of coffee, because of course if you're just buying one cup of coffee and you're going to sit the entire day, someone from the counter is going to come and ask, are you really going to order something else, or something like that, because of course everybody's thinking about how gas space is going to be used. So in that case, I would just say about my co-working space. My co-working space has an option similar to how a cafeteria will have, based on the number of hours they set.
yeah,
So if they're going to sit say for 2 hours, for 3 hours, there is a price for that, which is comparable to something in a cafeteria.
yeah,
Okay, so now
yes,
they have to choose between the environment because they're going to pay the same amount of price.
yeah, understood.
Okay, and I don't think there's anything lesser than something you pay in a cafeteria, because of course you would want a nice chair, nice environment, nice set of lights. So
Yeah,
in that case, there will be my co-working space has a similar option for them to come and work from, but in a professional environment, in a good grade of Wi-Fi, and the meeting room we are giving as an add-on.
yeah,
You know, Meeting room is an
understood.
add-on even for others, for a cabin or a desk also. We are charging for the real estate that they are going to occupy, and for all the setups and all the hassle that we're taking away from them, because they don't have to go and pay their electricity bill. They don't have to go and find an internet service provider, or ask him to come with the router, fix it. Oh, there is a problem, I have to call, my work has stopped. We're taking away that hassle from them. So there are a lot of intangible factors that we are giving to our members, which they need to understand whenever they're paying a price.
Yeah, understood.
So that's how co-working space can be useful.
Okay.